It says I am live. Katie Spirit, Melinda Dobson.
You was live. I see you.
You see me?
No
See me?
halo.
Here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Here I am.
I don't see no halo or spaceship.
Nope. I disconnected those bulbs enough to show no light. That way, unfortunately for y'all see me better. Well, see if I can't clean my glasses up a little bit.
Well, it's a deep subject.
Yep, don't fall in.
Piggy can't see.
Especially if it's a dry well.
I'm saying.
It ain't got no water in it and it's dry. It's going to be a bad fall.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not a dry well, you'll get wet. You'll make a big splash.
Still be a bad fall.
Could still be a bad fall depending on how you react to it when it's going on.
Mm-hmm.
If you know it's not a dry well, you know you're going to make a splash, so you can kind of prepare for that. Unless it's 300 feet and you only got 20 feet of water. That might not end up so well. That's a little better. Well, looks like a slow start, but that's all right. Maybe some people will start coming in soon. Then I can get started. Because y'all know a lot of what I'm going to talk about and why. Tom McDonald made an awesome song in tribute of Charlie. You go to listen to it, take a box of tissues.
I'm saying.
Now Eminem has come out with one, and it's a good song. But there's two things. I think he's just in it for the money. And he's not sincere. But in the song, you listen real close, you can tell he's apologizing for lying to folks for supporting Kamala and all that mess. Because he too admits Charlie spoke truth. But yet Eminem supported the left. So that right there saying Charlie spoke truth is his admission. He knows he's lying to people by supporting the left. Jimmy Kimmel supports the left. And even he said Charlie spoke the truth. Well, if Charlie spoke the truth, that means you know you're lying to people. So that was Kimmel's way of admitting that he lies to y'all. Those that listen to him anyhow.
I don't listen to him, so.
And, well, that's what I mean. Those that listen to him anyhow. I don't listen to him either. But that was an admission that he's lying and Charlie was right. That's an admission that the conservatives are right. And that starts kicking him in the butt. He's going to be, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? Because he'll know the gig is up. because people will be pointing that out. If he can sit there and admit Charlie Kirk was right, that means he's telling y'all, everybody that listens to him, that he's lying to them because he knows Charlie Kirk is right. That's the only way that can come out. And we got 5. We got you, Katie, Melinda. Anybody else? No. So we got some lurkers, and to you lurkers out there, I hope you enjoy hearing the old man ramble about. Sorry, Tim. That's your thing.
Tina, right
Old man Yakkin. Tina! Where's Flicky? She out finding her boyfriend.
You determined to get that young and hitched up with a fella.
Yeah. Hitched up. Giving Tina and Eric a grandbaby. See what kind of work she does. I imagine it'll be pretty good. But I understand why she's taking her time. She looked and found one of them that all but walks on water.
Can you blame her?
Well, you got to keep your standards high. No, I don't blame her. Find that long hauler. Flicky! I guess you heard all that.
Hi, Jesse.
Going out to find that long hauler. It's in it for the good and the bad. And knowing what I do know of her, he better have a good sense of humor. That means we got 6. Doing good.
That's about what I kept in there last night. You got 7 now.
Yep.
Like I said, Dave. About every what I had last night.
Right. Yep. You did what?
She did hear you.
Oh, okay. Oh, really, Tanya? That's for sure? What was she saying? Oh, God, I wish he'd shut up about that. And, Fliggy, I don't know if you know of this, so your mama might have to tell you what it is, but, oh, yeah. But, you get to feeling like that, all I got to say for you is, gotta love me.
Yep.
If you don't understand that phrase, ask your mama. I'm fairly certain she might know about it. It comes from a show. Yeah, and I imagine he might order because I can just imagine the pranks that she'll pull on him. Better him than me. I don't do good with pranks. I got a good sense of humor. I just don't do good with pranks.
Yeah, I got a good sense of humor, but and I used to do okay with pranks until my aunt's husband. He liked
what?
prank. I say I used to do pretty good with pranks as far as taking
Until
my aunt's husband.
Oh, okay. Over there, I thought you said ex-husband. I was going to say, what?
No, I said my aunt's husband.
Lord, have mercy, Y'all see how bad my hearing is.
Well, it could be my talking too, because it's got the point I can't hardly talk. Yeah, he liked to prank people, but he hated if you pranked him back.
Well, but there's two types I've always come across: those that hated to be pranked back, couldn't handle it, and those that felt like they had to get you back for getting them back.
That was Walter.
My boss loves pranks.
Pranks in and of themselves aren't bad. It's how a person
Growing up, pranks for me either involved emotional or physical harm.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not too big on pranks. That, and if you got somebody back with a good prank, they felt like they had to take it up a level. And eventually, and I saw so many examples of where that tit for tat back and forth wound up somebody getting hurt in some way. Because they wouldn't just make it a prank, they would make it where there would be emotional, mental, or physical damage left behind. That's kind of funny. Me, once I'd found it, I'd have took it to him and say, "Don't know how much you spent on this, but watch this."
I said that kind of prank I could deal with as far as something like that. But it's like I said, when it gets personal and physical.
Mental, emotional, and physical.
Yeah.
If it's, I've never run across the pranksters who do it just in good fun and never go beyond a certain limit. I know a lot of y'all probably have, and that's great, but that's not been my experience with pranksters. So I stay away from the prank business. Kind of like cut downs. I don't get involved with that too much either because I know there's some of y'all out there. I might get you. What y'all bringing back is going to be horrendous. Arlene.
Hey, Arlene.
Arlene. Arlene. Arlene. Arlene.
Linda's back.
Linda's back.
That's what she said. She said, aha, I'm back.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you had left. How dare you leave me? Goodness gracious. Well, we're holding at 7. Almost 15 minutes in.
That's pretty good for us.
Yeah. Well, like I said, y'all know what I'm likely going to talk about. Charlie. Good man. American legend and hero. Political and religious martyr. A great man, best among us. I'm not sad for him. I told Elaine this, a couple of others a while back, but Elaine showed me a video of some guy told me the same thing. I'm not sad for him. He's in home in glory. He's getting to look upon the face of God, being assigned his purpose in heaven, having a good old time. I do mourn for his wife and children, because they'll have to continue on without him. But I've seen some videos that his wife's put out, Erica. She one pissed off, beep, and she's going to continue his work. If they think Charlie was bad, if they think Charlie was a force, they ain't seen nothing yet. Erica is going to be 100 times what Charlie was. And they have multiplied Charlie's message because they have multiplied the people who have flocked to his message. There was tens of thousands of people in the streets of London, I think it was, praying and all that for Charlie, wanting his message. Yes, you did, Katie.
Did you see what's been going on with the NFL, NASCAR, college football teams?
Out with it.
They have, the NFL has come out, all the different teams come out doing a moment of silence for Charlie.
Right.
NASCAR today put a big old picture of Charlie on their Titantron thing and had a flyover for him.
Wow.
The college football teams have been, when they go out on the field, have been taking a moment of silence and putting a knee to prayer instead of a knee to fight against the country. They're taking the knee in prayer and getting at.
Things are getting straightened out.
And it's amazing to see. And I saw today, this one guy said he had been a devout atheist.
I saw that.
And today, 3 days, well, it was 3 days after Charlie got killed, he said he went to buy a Bible and it was hard to find one because they were all almost sold out everywhere he went.
Wow.
And said he opened the Bible for the first time and accepted Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior because of Charlie.
Yep.
And this is more than just him, but there's like several that have done that.
Yeah. I was watching the Mala Ekpanavi, and she was showing where there's a lot of videos of people telling the liberal, telling the left where they can get off. They're done with them.
Yeah. Amen, Melinda. Amen.
That's right, Melinda.
There's people trying to start funds for Gigi so that she can have blueberries from heaven.
Do what?
Gigi, his daughter, Erica came out and told Gigi that Daddy was working, was on a special assignment with Jesus so that he could help pay for her blueberry addiction.
Right.
So everybody's trying to set up with the blueberry companies to keep sending Gigi blueberries so that her daddy can, that she knows her daddy's working hard to help.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Those kids may grow up without their daddy. But they're going to have so many daddies. They're going to have Trump. They're going to have Elon. They're going to have Ben Shapiro. They're going to have Tom McDonald. They're going to have tons of great men watching out for that family.
My thing is, I hope it's somebody that's a Christ-believing person. There's one you named that does not believe in Jesus Christ.
I know.
And I don't think he should be around the kids. I'm sorry.
Elon?
No. Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
He's come out and officially stated that Jesus Christ.
Erica would take care of that.
Yeah.
Ben would know better than to try to proliferate his beliefs on her children. He would not dishonor Charlie that way. He's that type of man. Y'all, it stunned the fool out of me. She was listening to one with Ben Shapiro talking about it, how that they're all going to take up Charlie's mic and continue the message. And to all the liberals out there, he dropped an F-bomb and said, F you. And he said the word, folks, it surprised the fool out of me. I have never heard Ben utter a bad word. Ever. He did that day. That's how pissed off he is about it. But Charlie served his purpose. It's sad. It's tragic that he went the way he did. But God knows what he's doing. There has been an awakening across the nation. Churches are being filled up. Streets are being filled with people talking about Charlie, honoring Charlie and his message. Thousands of vets are gathering together. I saw one in just one spot. You couldn't tell how many vets were there, all offering to be wherever they needed to be to do whatever they were required to do. Dale!
Hi, Dale.
You know, so I don't mourn for Charlie. He's home. I mourn for his wife and children, mentally and emotionally, but physically they'll be fine. Right, Katie? I've heard about him. And so I don't mourn for Charlie. I'm not sad for Charlie. I'm going to miss the fool out of him. I loved watching him destroy the fallacies of the left and seeing the gears start to go working in some of them's heads. They were figuring it out. He brought thousands. Josie!
Hi, Josie.
He brought thousands to logic, fact, and truth. And he brought many of them to God. Yes, sir, Dale. If a man deserves to hear that, it was Charlie. Like I've heard a lot of the talking heads, a lot of the podcasters I listen to say, you know, he not only professed his faith, he lived it.
Mm-hmm.
And it showed. Now, from what the details of the shot described, Charlie never felt a thing. By the thousands, Dale. By the thousands. There were tens of thousands in the streets of London. Maybe more. Wanting Charlie. Mourning him. Praying for him. But you ain't got to pray for him. He's home. He's having a good old time. But what that event has caused, and God knew what he was doing, Charlie had served his purpose. It had built up enough Yes, ma'am. You're right, Tina. But he had built it up enough. Wow. That it was a popcorn kettle ready to burst forth. When God brought him home, I'm not saying he got took out. I'm saying God brought him home because he had served his purpose. And the details of the shot that I've learned of, he didn't feel no pain. His body may have lingered for a while, but he was not there. Yes, sir, Dale. And it is an awakening. There are liberals left and right leaving the liberal mindset,
Yeah,
leaving the Democrat Party.
I have been seeing that left, and I've
Yeah.
seen some that were on the fence.
Yeah. And, well, the ground has been well watered and seeded. We're seeing the seeds pop up and grow from all this. So he had served his purpose. God took him home. So I can guarantee you the moment that bullet hit, the Lord reached down and pulled him up and took him home. His body was just a body reacting to the injury. That's it. So the spirit had already left. The Lord done come got him. So he didn't suffer. But what that act has done has created revival, awakening, and thousands flocking to church and to Charlie's message. Yep, and that's a good thing. I don't wish bad on nobody, but they made their bed, let them lay in it. And I can understand the company letting somebody like that go. You make the company look bad. That company ain't going to allow you to spew your hate while you're representing them, even if you are off work. I don't care if you do it while off work and in your own time. You represent a company, and especially if you're known to be working for that place, be it a manufacturing company or lawyers or hospital or whatever it might be that you work for, it's known you work there. They letting you go because you're bad business for them. The people are going to look at that business and say, "Oh, this type of people you like having work for you." Well, I don't think we need to do business with you. So I don't mourn Charlie. He didn't suffer. His purpose was served. It was time for God to bring him home. You see, the wicked do God's will even though they don't know they're doing God's will. They think they're doing something when they commit an evil act. That's right, Dale. And the reason is because Satan will get his minions to go out and do stuff, but guess who Satan has to turn to get permission? Satan can't do anything unless God allows him. So in effect, the wicked are working for God too. And so when this evil person went and did what they did, they weren't getting glory for Satan. They were getting glory for God, whether they didn't realize it or not. Because all things work to the glory of God. All things. Don't matter how bad it is. Don't matter how bad it seems. Somewhere in the mix, God had a purpose for it. And the purpose here was a great awakening. And again, I'll say about his wife, oh my gosh. They think Charlie was a force. And she was standing up there making her statements that she would continue on his work. He would not be forgot. I could see that look in her eye. Oh boy. Like one of you mentioned earlier, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Oh my goodness. That's right. And hey, you can have freedom of speech all day long. You can say whatever you want to. It don't mean that those words and that freedom of expression will not meet consequences. If you yell fire in a theater that ain't got no fire and people get harmed, you're 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 going to get charged. You're going to spend some time in jail, if not prison. Yeah, you had the freedom to speak it. You had the freedom to do it. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't come without consequences.
But you also have the freedom to reap the consequences of your actions and words.
You have the freedom to reap the whirlwind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've mentioned, that Trump's going to go scorched earth over this. Vance, the same. Don Jr. and Eric, the same. Elon, the same. Elon's put it out there. He's coming for those who tried to destroy him. He's going to find out who they are and how they operate and where all their money is, and he's going to destroy them. That's right, Katie. It means accepting the consequences of your actions. It means being held accountable for your actions, whether it be a spoken word or a heinous act. Oh, yeah. And the reaping is about to happen, Dale. I said it in my video for yesterday, and I'll say it again and again. But not only is Trump, Elon, Ben Shapiro, some other really big names, very intelligent people, not to mention his wife. Oh, man. They're looking for the connection to the Democrat Party with these people because they're sleeper cells. They were activated. Same one that tried to take down Trump has a lot of similarities with the one who took out Charlie. Have a lot of same connections. That's why they're going to take a little while on this investigation, because they're looking for the ones pulling the strings. And when they get to the Democrat Party, it's going to be bad for the left. I didn't like Trump a long time ago. I thought of him the same way many do. God showed me something. I had this little tablet. I couldn't never watch videos of that because it never get signaling good enough. But his second debate with Hillary, that tablet got that video in, got that stream in, no problem. I got to watch the whole thing without a hitch, no problem. And I saw something in the way Trump moved, especially when he told her because he'd lock her up or because you'd be in jail. His body language matched his words. I knew the man was speaking the truth. Now, after that debate was over, that thing went to glitching again. I couldn't get nothing else in. That was God wanting me to see something. That was God showing me that Donald Trump was his choice. So my choice of who I was going to vote for was made right then. And I've seen it time and time again in everything Trump does, that he is truly God's choice. Erica Trump and her family is going to have him on her side. Elaine had said something about she believed Melania is her kid's godmother.
Well, that's what somebody had said on there. I don't know.
I know. I said had seen something.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's true.
Hey,
Abby. But if it is, Erica and those kids are never going to want for nothing. Not say Erica probably don't have her own money. I'm sure she does through what Charlie had done with Turning Point. Turning Point belongs to her now. And you can guarantee she's going to put a woman's rage into spreading his word.
Now, as far as Charlie's kids, they never have to worry about education.
Elon's going to take care of their education.
Well, it's not just Elon. There are several NFL players that have put forward money toward their education and for the family.
Right.
It's like, I'm not saying millions of dollars. I'm saying a few $100,000 here, a few $100,000.
Yeah, but put in a trust. By the time they're ready for college, it's going to be worth millions.
Yeah. So the family's going to be taken care of.
The family's got nothing to worry about financially. So I don't worry about them in that sense.
God's still got them taken care of.
But the big dog out of all of them that's going to be involved in this is God. God proved that with that earthquake out there in Utah near where this happened. And Elaine was saying she read where there ain't no fault lines out there in Utah.
I mean, that was what somebody lives out there said, that there's no fault lines. I don't know.
But yet there was an earthquake.
Mm-hmm.
4 point something?
4.1 or 4.2?
That's a heck of a Richter for a place that ain't got no fault line. There ain't nobody can tell me that was not God. It's God saying, I'm going to do this one. Because Charlie was God's servant. He'll not only go down as an American legend and a hero and a martyr, he'll go down as a saint. Mark my words.
Yeah, there's a lot trying to get it changed from political activist to a Martin Luther King civil rights activist. They want to declare it a civil rights activist because he was more than just for the political. He was
for civil rights because he was trying to get rights for the unborn.
Yeah.
Rights for everybody to have the ability to speak freely and have a civil discourse.
Yeah.
He didn't care who you were. All right, Dale. You already know what I'm talking about anyhow. There are no coincidences, Katie. None. Everything that happens by God's design because he wrote the program thousands of years ago and hit enter. And he keeps a check on the program running, making sure it goes off the way he set it out to go off. So there ain't no coincidences. What scientists want to believe is chaos theory is simply patterns that they haven't figured out yet, and God looks at it like child's play. Sappy!
Hi, Sappy.
So again, I don't worry about Charlie. He's at home. Probably already been put to work doing whatever purpose God had for him in heaven. So it's going to all turn out good. I told Elaine, the left messed up with this one. They chose the wrong one. Because it's bringing liberals away from the Democrat Party, telling the Democrat Party where they can kiss it. Bringing atheists to God. It's bringing thousands out of the woodwork to stop being silent. The left is going to soon know just how small they are to the rest of us. That we're tired of putting up with them. That we're tired of hearing their bull. Gonna put them in their place. There's a gang member put a thing out telling Trump, go ahead, bring the National Guard. We got you. We'll take care of you. Rather arrogant. They ain't never had to actually face National Guard, the military. They gonna find out. Somebody up there around Chicago, might have been the mayor up there or whatever, telling Trump, don't come. They got a name of it out there, and it shows Trump popping. Oh, I'm coming. All them bad actors up there in Chicago, gangs and whoever else, they fixing to find out. They fixing to find out what FAFO actually means. I'm sorry, not sorry, but I hope they're giving orders to drop them where they stand if they give a problem. So the gang population might be greatly diminished after this. Not a bad thing. Get all the bad actors out. Whether they choose to commit suicide by death by a cop or spend the rest of their lives in prison. Get them off those streets. That's the way it needs to be. Shoot, I hope Trump brings out all available military, puts them to the streets, taking out the trash. Teach all these bad actors that life of crime definitely does not pay. The reign of crime is over. See how many of them start giving up Democrats as being the leaders of the reigns in those actions. I guarantee it all goes back to the Democrats. The rhinos, too. I'm sure there's plenty of rhinos up there that are still trying to hide the fact they're a rhino. You hiccup or laugh?
I was kind of laughing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they tried to hide, but they getting brought out.
They're getting brought out. They're getting busted. Personally, think ones like AOC, Crockett, Ilhan Omar, and those others that are here illegally and espousing communism ought to be yanked out of them offices and put in prison anyway. Because that's treason. That's all right, Katie.
Hey, that's me right there, Katie. I'd be offered to help feed them for sure.
You need a meal? I'm cooking up for this many.
I know how to make cookies, muffins.
Y'all bring me some food. I'll cook you a meal. Might make you some sweets to go along with it.
It took me a long time to figure out how to cook for 2 people, didn't it?
Right.
I used to cook for an army all the time.
Yeah, she could cook for a lot of people, no problem.
That's how I was taught. I mean,
She'd be having a blast.
I love it.
Y'all bring the food, we'll fix it up. National Guard and any other military, definitely welcome here. We run out. Hey, we're working on some more. Just hold your taters.
I'd have piggy peeling taters, that's for sure.
I would. from my younger brothers in the service, I sure would. But so while the left think they were getting something done, they uncorked something on a pressure cooker. It's already started blowing out. So I'm waiting for it. Trump's going to go scorched earth. Ben Shapiro's going to go scorched earth. J.D. Vance is going to go scorched earth. Cash Patel and Dan Bongino, they're going to go scorched earth. Pam Bondi will. And like I said before, the big dog of them all, God's going to go scorched earth on them too. I'm waiting for it. The wicked played right into God's hand. Now they're going to reap it. Gonna miss that boy. He served his purpose. He ran his race. He made it home. I'm happy for him in that sense. But again, I'm sure gonna miss the fool out of that boy. He was good. He was among the best of us. And I do mean the very best. And Trump saw him like a son. Don Jr. and Eric saw him like a brother. There ain't nowhere them Democrats going to be able to hide now because they're going to be investigating everything and bringing everything out. It's coming. So what's everybody else a-doing? Yes, ma'am. Exactly right. Another thing, too, I just unfriended somebody on my Facebook because they had posted racial stuff. They was using the N-word. Can't abide by that. I'm not a racist, and I don't like racists. I don't care if you're white, black, cherry, yellow, red, whatever.
I don't even accept if you're purple, green, and polka dot. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah. You treat me like a decent human being, I'm going to treat you like a decent human being. That's just all there is to it. But if you got hate and unforgiveness in your heart, don't tell me you're a Christian. Because you ain't. If you can hold prejudice against another race.
Amen, David. Amen.
Yes, sir, he did. You know. So I just say it like this. You don't like me because I have conservative views and believe this nation should be emptied of communists and anything anti-American, then come at me. The only thing you're going to succeed in doing is sending me home. Then you have to face my life. She's going to make sure you get time. But
I kind of agree with Charlie on that regard. If you kill somebody, murder them, you do not deserve to spend time in jail. You deserve the death penalty.
Yeah. That's what I said. Then they'd have to face her. And she would push for it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just how I am about it. You don't like me because I have conservative views and I believe that America should be what it was 50 years ago. Well, should be as it was in the early days. Freedom, liberty, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. It's a going, Jody. Been a while. Good to see you.
Hi, Miss Jody.
But if there's folks out there don't like me because I hold those views, like Charlie, come at me. I don't care. You just send me home.
Amen, Melinda. We do. We all bleed red.
Yep. I commented on somebody on something they posted to that end. It don't matter what color you are. You know what matters is your heart and mind, your soul, your spirit. Your heart is red, your brain matter is gray, but that don't even matter either. It's what's in your spirit that does. Your heart. Your spirit is your heart. Does it serve good or does it serve evil? Does it make you feel good or does it actually do good? Maybe some things out there I might not even like, but if it's doing good, then that's what's important. Well, thank you, Miss Jody. Appreciate that. We're just simple old country folk.
Y'all, if I had to lie about something every day, I'd be so confused and messed up.
I can't remember 5 minutes ago what, much less a lie told here and a lie told there and a lie over here and a lie to cover that lie. You talk about getting confusing.
So I was brought up, you be yourself, and you don't have to worry about trying to remember the lie.
As long as you always speak truth and are honest, you ain't got nothing to worry about remembering.
Now, did I tell everything I know? No. But I ain't going to tell you no lie about something new.
Right. I might not give full disclosure on some things, but I have my reasons.
Well,
but I ain't going to lie to you either. So, makes life simple.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if somebody can show me something where I'm wrong and can honestly show me I'm wrong, I'll stand corrected. I got no problem with being shown I'm wrong on something. Because then I can be right. I'd rather be shown I'm wrong and move forward being right than to keep being wrong.
That's why a lot of times when I say something, I'll say, this is what I have seen and this is what I have heard, but I don't know how true it is. I'm not going to say it's fact when I don't know if it's fact.
Stuff like that I'll preface with, now I don't know how true this is or not.
Yeah.
But something I read, seen, heard, whatever, showed me this. So I like to try and make sure of what it is I'm talking about before I put it out there as truth.
Yeah, I'm the same person you see on video, on live stream.
Yep.
Out in public, I'm the same person.
I'm the same ugly old fart now as I always am.
And I'm glad people can see that in us, that we are who we say we are. That's what makes me feel good about it.
That don't make me flawless, because I ain't. I got plenty of faults.
Now, I might be a little bit quieter out in public when we first meet.
Wait till you get to know her.
Sometimes I don't know how to shut up and take a breath.
Right? But to not be honest and tell the truth is being fake. I don't like fake. That's why I like folks who'll tell you what to think about you to your face, because that's a straight shooter. You know exactly where you stand with them, for good or bad. I can respect that. But then you can also tell those ones that talk in ways that you know they're saying one thing and meaning another.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're thinking something else on top of that. Those are the ones I watch out for. But
And when I come across them, I keep my distance.
yeah, like I said, like her, she showed it to me. Somebody posting stuff using the N word, the full word,
And
being
some other things
racist.
to go with it that were.
Huh?
I said some other things to go with it that were equally as bad.
Yeah. Yeah, so I unfriended them. I didn't block them. I unfriended them.
Yeah.
I can't stand a racist. I can't stand a liar. I can't stand injustice. So
Now I understand there's bad people out there, but you got bad people in all races. It ain't just one.
you got bad people in every race out there.
Color of your skin don't make you good or bad. It's the way you conduct yourself, the way you act, what all that you do. That's what makes you bad.
Right? But Jody, a lot of times it's not about what they want. It's about what they're trying to set up. Those are even more dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
They got stuff going on up in here that they're never going to say because they're trying to work something. And it's never good. I know that real well because the troll is all the time doing that. Right, Melinda? But I was going to mention a while ago, Einstein once said, basically, if God is not in the equation, start over. Because once you take God out of the equation, it ain't going to work. It's hard to find that quote, but it's out there. They try to hide it. So, but I really do appreciate that compliment, Jody. That means a lot.
It makes me feel good that people can see that we are who we are.
All right?
I don't put on airs for nobody. Ain't no reason to.
And there's been a few that's got to actually meet us, and they'll tell you what you see on here is what you'll see in person.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, Derek, Dot,
Ginger.
Ginger, huh?
Is it Ginger and Joey?
Ginger and Joy, Megan, Nacy. You know, they and several more. Webb's Web, Butler Family Farm, Lord, who all was there?
There's
Gina,
different ones at different times, yeah.
Gina, Derek's wife. You know, they've all got to meet us. And they'll tell you what you see on here is what you'll see in person. And that was a beautiful day.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Lane, she suffered through it for me.
Yeah, I was having a bad day that day. But it was a great day. It really was.
She saw us having a great time and she gritted it out.
Piggy very rarely enjoys his birthday. And there's reasons, but he was having an awesome day that day, and that made me feel good.
Yeah. I mean, the love there that day, it was palpable. And I can't describe it. You know, they all went in, got me a birthday cake, got me a Biggins hat, and when they pulled that on me, my jaw dropped to the floor. But it was about more than that. It was about the love that was there. Little old Megan, she was waiting her turn to greet me personally, and I could see her standing off a little ways, kind of sheepish and everything. I looked when it cleared out. I looked at her. I went, "Man, good thing that little girl knows how to pull her punches. She'd have mowed me down."
Oh, amen, Melinda, amen.
Yep. And then when I got to meet Nacy, she got a turn, and I looked at her. I went, "Come here, girlfriend." I think she jumped over somebody to get to me. At least it looked like she did.
Yeah, Jody, that's how I am. I like people to be straight to the point with me. I have way too many in my family and in Piggy's family that will beat around the bush and beat around the bush, and then they finally get to what they want. Yeah,
Or they'll ask questions in certain ways, trying to find out stuff so that they can kind of plan something that you know ain't going to be no good for you
yeah,
because they're working stuff. They're scheming, and you can tell it. That's why we said we may have kinfolk, but our family is here. I got my little sis Bootsy up there, Mentone, and some of her family, my sunshine, and a few others, but they're not blood, but they are family. All y'all on here, y'all are my family. We finally had to break down and ask for help because the car here a while back, and the love poured out. So I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. You good people, I like you. If you a scheming, conniving, lying, something or other, I don't want nothing to do with you.
God will reveal it to us.
He does, sooner or later. And yeah, I don't always tell it when I do see it because proving it is a whole different animal. I just kind of slowly back away from those and finally disappear into the background. Right? You find guys like me who's going to encourage you to do what you do. Like you do wood, you do great at it. Miss Jody, she's hands down the best catfishing person I've seen, heard of, known of, seen, whatever. She's taken down many a man who had that attitude and thought they were all that. She deflated their little bubbles. I don't get to watch hers, but I hear about it here and there. They There's some men out there, they go home after that little competition with their butt in their hands.
Which is in and of itself amazing.
It just shows Jody knows more about what they're doing. She's better at it. That's all there is to it. I go to a hardware store. 9 times out of 10, we're looking for something. It's better if we find a woman than a man because she knows more about what she's talking about than the men do. My little sis, she runs a hardware store, has for years. You know, she knows her stuff. I want advice about hardware. I ask her because she knows her stuff. You know, I don't care what's between the legs. I care what's up here. Just because you got a stick don't mean you got a brain. That goes for the same for the other side of the fence too. But the point is, 9 times out of 10, we go to Lowe's, we're looking for something. Some guy sitting there scratching his head trying to figure out what I'm talking about. I go to a woman that works down there and she goes, "Oh, okay, right over here." Big difference. And they even take the time to trouble themselves to explain things about it if I don't know it. Men sit there scratching their heads trying to figure it out for themselves. I had one woman do that for me, and then sometime later we went and we found this other younger woman, and we was talking to her about all that. And we told her who it was we found the last time. She goes, "Oh, that's my mom." I said, "Well, go figure." They actually knew what they were talking about.
Oh yeah.
The men didn't. I found one man down there once that knew what he was talking about. Rest of the time, I just go look for a woman that works anywhere near that area.
Well, that one lady that worked back there in the blinds and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
she was knowledgeable on the tile and everything else.
Yep.
And we talked to her a lot.
Well, she helped us with other stuff outside of that area too. The woman knew what she was doing. So I'd much prefer that any day because I'm dealing with a brain, not a genital. You deal with the genital a different way.
Just because you got a stick don't mean you know how to drive it.
That's it. In more ways than one, ladies, in more ways than one. I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
Sappy, if you still in here, happy birthday. I just noticed it's your birthday today.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier. I sent him a little happy birthday post. So, like that dude that was being racist on his post, I unfriended him. I don't like racism. It's just not right. It's hate. I don't like hate. Hate is a lie. And it's proliferated by lies. If you got hate and unforgiveness in your heart, you ain't going home to heaven. You ain't a Christian. So, because we're supposed to forgive others like God forgives us, how can God forgive us if we don't forgive others? Get rid of the hate. Get rid of the unforgiveness. There's bad in everybody. White, black, yellow, red, olive. There's good and bad in all of them. Look for the good, leave the bad behind. That's how you take care of that. Like I said, there's bad in all of them. There's good in all of them. I want the good. Well, folks, looks like we at the end. I've been on here a little over an hour. So, that's my thoughts for the day. Don't miss that Charlie Kirk. He is one of the greatest among us. Gotta think about it. Piggy loves you.